my dears, we are back into Stray Gods. I have been thinking about this game for a while, and haven't gotten the chance to keep playing it, so I'm really excited to like dive back into things. So just a reminder, this is session 4. If you've been enjoying this, please remember to leave a like. If you're here and back again, why not subscribe? It supports me. You can find me a little bit easier. It'll be great. Alrighty. But last time we were playing this game, we ended up going to the club for some answers and to talk to Persephone, and we managed to chat with her. I have the bad habit of flirting with all of the NPCs, and so we will see where that takes us. But I have some preferences already, and yeah, let's just dive back into it. We're in Act 2. Act 2. And it looks like we are back home.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner? Kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
Love the Greek god references. Do we flirt with our best friend again? Yeah, we do.
Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, you know, what would the band do?
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are.
Yeah,
Now tell
yeah.
me everything that happened.
Oh.
Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She is... we're not just gonna roll over this. She is a little volatile, but I think that she has her reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side
Yeah.
again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
Yeah.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card. Says, come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the Underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
There's
You know
that.
how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
I love the excitement there. That was a cute scene. Day 3. Should I try to talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants? I think we should go make recompense with Apollo first. Oh, wait. We gotta check our journal. And of course Freddie was waiting up when I got back from the Underworld. She apologized for how things went down with Pan during the song, but honestly, I get it now. My power draws for the good and bad out of people, and I don't always get to choose which it'll be. At this rate, it's good to have Freddie on my side during all of this. After years of arguing with the lords, Calliope, Okay, this was what we figured out last time. I don't recall if I read this to you guys or not yet, so I'm just gonna reread it. Apparently, after years of arguing with the idols and making everyone angry, Calliope finally left Olympus, and that's when she became friends with Persephone, who gave her the apartment. However, Persephone says they haven't spoken in 2 years, so she doesn't know what Calliope's been doing lately either. We did catch up on Hermes. We haven't learned more about Aphrodite. But who do you think almost tanked the entire thing? That's right, he did. He got all big and angry, like he was about to start hurling thunderbolts and stormed out of the underworld like an angry child. I can't believe it. Interesting. We haven't learned more about Athena. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like we can dive back into things. Okay, let's go talk to Apollo. Let's check in with Apollo and see what Apollo wants, or how he's doing.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
You were a jerk. I wanted to check on you. Let's go the nice
I'd
route.
check in on you. The way you left, it was quite the scene.
Yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
All this?
What do you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh. So by making that decision, Apollo decided he was not going to help us anymore. Intriguing. So much for that. I went to see Apollo at his crappy beach house to see if we could talk about things after he stormed out of the underworld, and it did not go well. I guess he helped me as much as he could, but I was hoping we'd part ways on a better note. Oh, I love that. I love that the decisions have such a huge effect. It makes this game really replayable. So, like, even if you're watching what I'm doing and my choices, you guys can totally play this game yourselves. Or if you want to see me go through and play another route, we could always do that too. That could be fun. Let's go talk to Persephone. That's my gut. My gut is to go talk to Persephone.
Back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
I still don't trust you fully, just saying. Straight to business,
Hey,
I
Persephone,
see.
nice to see you too.
Oh, I'm sorry, are we girlfriends now? Did you come here for a social call over mimosas?
We could be.
I wouldn't turn down a mimosa.
I wouldn't turn down a
By all
mimosa
means,
either.
Put your feet up. Hey, let me get you a cushion. It's your life on the line, not mine. While waiting for your drink, perhaps we can return to the subject of Pan.
That was a cute little exchange. I liked that. I liked that a
Pan?
lot.
I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's interesting. Did he happen to say what he wanted?
No. He probably wants to cash in his favor.
Yeah, that's what he does. Collect favors and then use them to gather even more favors. To what end, I dare not guess.
Okay, can we just talk about the character design and the layout and the color scheme of Persephone's room? It matches and it gives her that vibe. You see all of the turquoise and all of the pinks and a little bit of purples in there. However, it's not so glaringly obvious that she still doesn't stand out against it. And I think that's just really cool art. That's really cool art. Okay, maybe that's a motive.
That's what went wrong with Calliope. A favor she wouldn't repay.
Or something she'd discovered and refused to conceal. That would be just like her. You should go ahead and see what Pan wants. It might be useful.
Just
Okay.
throw caution to the wind, huh?
Somehow you'll manage. I want to send you to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding.
Oh?
She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
I could just
still
talk
have
to
that invitation
Pan.
from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You should do both. Just don't believe a single word coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
I might catch him in a lie, which is just as telling.
If so, you'd be the first.
Zari won't, because I can't remember shit.
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
Intriguing. Why can't you
You
talk
know
to
Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
Do we change for the party? Please tell me we get another outfit. Okay. Let's go see what Pan wants first. And then we'll go to Aphrodite's party. Ooh. Ooh.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
The music's so good.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
How many idols
How many
are there?
idols are there? I've met, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all.
Interesting. Do most idols live here?
I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Interesting.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
So how did Calliope
Right.
get special permission
point.
to live away from Olympus? Or maybe she didn't.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
And Percy Jackson, they call that the mist. Sorry,
Pam.
I'm a nerd, can you tell?
Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
How do you
That's
know
here?
that?
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Intriguing. I was expecting this.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and
The
and we're
reliquary?
even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I want to know this.
Reliquary. Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints?
Oh, she knows more than I do.
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods.
Cool.
Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Can we talk about the fact that the goddess of wisdom is locking away all knowledge for only her and the goddess of magic to touch? That's fishy. That's fishy. Interesting. Is it
If
dangerous?
these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Love that. That transforms across all mythos. Okay, would she really help
This
me?
Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Huh? What kind of favor is
This
this?
person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate
Suspicion.
matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Okay. That's
So
it?
that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
It's just
I
that
trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Why was that line a little attractive? Okay, consent. I'm here for it. Ooh. I'm not gonna flirt with him, actually. I want to know this. Did Calliope do that?
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
The music's so good. So good. Okay, let's, Hermes. Nope. Wrong person. I did not mean to click Hermes. Pan. I went to see Pan in his natural habitat this time, which turns out is a giant garden over on the roof of a magic office building. Go figure. Anyhow, he's calling in the favor I owe him, sending me to some place called the Reliquary, which I get to by using a magic key and finding a shipping container on the docks to fix an idol's love life. Weird, but okay. I guess I assume Pan's favor would involve, I don't know, mysterious things? Illegal things? There has to be more to this. Ooh, which do we want to go to first? I think we should go to Aphrodite's party first, because we got that first. That's my thought.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check.
I was gonna say.
Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace? You're here.
Yeah, I'm invited, aren't I?
I'm just surprised you even knew it was happening.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
What is it?
Persephone said Aphrodite could help me and that she'd be grateful I came. That's it.
Persephone's not wrong, but that's not the entire story. You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No déjà vu recollections that aren't your own?
No?
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Interesting. What happens to me?
That's gotta be a lot of memories. She was, what, 1,000 years old?
More than that. Much more.
Then what happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Will I become Calliope? That's good. I'd
You're
be
saying I won't be me.
intriguing.
I won't be Grace. Will I start calling myself Calliope?
Maybe. Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? She's gonna die? Okay. We get to ask all these questions because we have questions. Aphrodite's
When you
gonna
say she's
die.
Pass on her eidolon. You mean...
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace, to make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye, at least for a while.
Aphrodite has done this before?
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes sense, because, like, Aphrodite as a goddess, even in most lores, has gone through some shit, especially when it has to do with, like, love and emotions and everything like that. And so I can imagine that when the veil lifts, that it's just too much. Oh. Calliope didn't approve.
Wait. Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder. Was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
I agree. I think that she should try harder. I mean, it's a conversation on trauma. And trigger warning here, a little bit of a conversation on suicide. Like, that's what that is, right? Oh my gosh, this game gets intense. I mean, like, it's one of those, I see where Calliope's coming from. You need to work hard and get through your trauma and not just let it overtake you so that it swallows you. Holy crap. Okay.
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced during the war, and eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
I don't know, Apollo. I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes, but...
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Mingling.
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Okay. Let's go talk to Eros first.
Grace!
Hey, Eros. Nice to... Oh. Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Yeah, what?
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
Oh, I want to say that. Okay. This happens a
From the
lot.
sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore.
Jeez.
Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Okay.
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
You're right.
That's fair. It's really not my business.
No, it is. I mean, it's not, but she does want you here. so you need to know. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh.
Did Aphrodite escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Her husband.
Wasn't he a smith of some kind? Giant hammer, lived in a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason.
Oh no, he's
When he
using
found out the
past
mortals
tense.
were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Oh. Tell me about this deal.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye.
Oh.
It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. This is such a cool story in the, like, heart-wrenching
Is there no other
way.
Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
This is my question.
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this, like, suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die. For a while.
I want to stop. This is hard. Okay,
You sound like you don't approve of what Aphrodite's doing.
What I want is for her to not hurt anymore. What I want is for this to end. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I'll do my best.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Okay, let's talk to Apollo quickly. He looks so moody over there.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
I mean, when you're faced with immortality.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
Oof. You don't seem comfortable.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan. Yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer. But wiser? No. Not so far.
Interesting.
I should get back out there.
Okay. I think that this is where we're going to end for tonight because at least I hope that it saves naturally. Options? Well, we'll find out. We will find out. But I think we're gonna end here just because we're at the time cap and I don't want to dive into this because I know this is gonna be really good. So thank you guys again so much for hanging out. I hope you had a really awesome time. And let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you think about this. This game is getting really intense and like so emotional, and I love it. And yeah, I guess we will see you guys all next time.